Did you know that your tax dollars are funding foreign countries while Americans struggle with homelessness and economic hardship? That's probably not very surprising to you, but it gets even crazier because instead of fixing problems at home, the government is actually pouring billions of dollars into overseas projects, many of which are tied to corruption and satanic agendas. I'll break it down. I'm not trying to be sensationalistic. I'm going to share with you exactly why this is a spiritual issue and why you need to care about it. Now, Trump and Elon Musk are saying enough is enough. They want to shut down USAID once and for all. USAID is an agency exposed for working against U.S. interests. It sounds like it's a great project. We'll talk a little bit more about what it really is about shortly. And today we're going to break down what USAID really does, why Trump and Musk want it gone, and what the Bible says about wise stewardship and ultimately where the world is going and why destroying USAID is actually going to prevent the rise of the Antichrist in the one world system. So it's going to be amazing. Let's jump right into it. First, I have a clip for you from CNN. This clip is going to help kind of give a little bit of context into what is going on with this whole thing with USAID.
This news has learned at least 2 top security officials at the U.S. Agency for International Development, also known as USAID, they've been placed on administrative leave. This move came after the 2 officials refused to allow personnel from the Elon Musk-run, quote, Department of Government Efficiency to access classified materials. In a conversation on X overnight, that's his private social media platform, Musk said he spoke with President Trump about the future of USAID and that Trump approves of this move. CBS News White House reporter Olivia Rinaldi joins me now to talk about what all of this means. Olivia, what more do we know about the access Doge was trying to get?
Doge.
Yeah, good morning to you, Errol. We're here outside the USAID headquarters in Washington, D.C., where staffers were told late last night not to come into the agency today and await further instruction. Now, this comes after a flurry of activity this weekend. As you mentioned, those 2 top security officials, the director for security and the deputy director for security at USAID, were placed on administrative leave on Saturday night after reports that Elon Musk and members of Doge were trying to access classified material at USAID. Katie Miller, the spokesperson for USAID, said that no classified material was accessed, and the White House is denying that report. But we also know that staffers were locked out of their emails over the weekend for USAID. And this comes as Trump says he's looking to perhaps overhaul the entire agency. Last night upon landing at Joint Base Andrews, Trump called USAID a bunch of lunatics and said he'll be looking at the issue very closely. So we're watching here today to see what really unfolds, whether or not there'll be any action at all, what happens to these staffers that are in charge really with foreign assistance for countries all over the globe, billions of dollars of foreign assistance that come from the U.S. to other countries.
And it's often described as...
So let's break down a little bit more clearly what USAID actually is. So USAID stands for the United States Agency for International Development. Here's what you got to know about anything in the government, especially when they put these really clever names on things. It's all marketing. So you got to be really careful just by looking at what something is called and say, oh, wow, like, well, you know, this has to be good because it's for international development, right? Like, why wouldn't we want to do that? So you got to look deeper. It's like, I mean, I'm telling you, dude, it's just like propaganda. It's just like marketing. They want to make sure that the name communicates something that is approvable, but really you got to look at what the actual actions are. A little bit more history. So USAID was created in 1961 under President John F. Kennedy to provide economic and humanitarian aid to foreign countries. Again, great and noble. This was an executive order, I believe, that was signed by President John F. Kennedy. So this wasn't something that was actually legislated by Congress. And there's reason for it to be scrutinized right now, because as the mission sounds good on paper, helping developing nations, disaster relief, and supporting democracy, who doesn't want that, right? Who doesn't want to take care of our neighboring nations? Who doesn't want to take care of all the problems happening in the world? But in reality, it has been criticized for mismanaging funds, funding corruption, and pushing globalist agendas. And this is why Donald Trump and Elon Musk are really attacking this thing head on. They've been really vocal about redirecting foreign aid money back into the United States economy, which to me, sounds amazing. Like, think about what's just been happening over the past couple of months. You have this whole fire thing going on in California, people, thousands and thousands of people losing their homes, if not millions of people. You have, just a few months ago, you have Hurricane Helene coming through North Carolina, destroying Western North Carolina and Eastern Kentucky. And you have more money going out supporting Ukraine than you do coming and supporting the people who are struggling right here in the United States of America. Hey, if you enjoyed that clip and you want to watch the full episode, you can click right over here. Or if you want to see my other channel, Directed Life, for deeper spiritual content, you can click right over here.